or Brady?
Patrick Mahomes. I don't even know why this is a discussion or why this is a debate. You see, the thing is, Jenny, we can't properly critique Tom Brady because we got to go back to, you remember what he did in 2006? You remember what he did in 2012? But I thought sports was, what have you done for me lately? And all I know is a guy that was behind by 10 points in all 3 of his playoff games. And he came back to win all those playoff games by double-digit points. He was behind by a lot more games. So if you look at what he's done over the last year, that's what we're talking about. We're not going back 3 years. We're not going back 4 years. Because Skip loved to live in the past. But we're moving forward, baby. We got the best man in football. We got the best guy in football, Skip Bayless. Patrick Mahomes, boy. Deal with it. Skip, come on, stop this. I mean, what are we talking about? He's the best player in football. Hands down. I don't think you'll get any debate from anybody. He's the best player in football. He just orchestrated the greatest 3-game stretch as far as come from behind in winning the Super Bowl. He's an MVP. He's a Super Bowl MVP. He is give me a quarterback. Okay, Shannon, I don't care the situation. 2020, Shannon, you get 1 quarterback. I got Patrick Mahomes. You get the field.
Mr. Sharp, I realize that you live way up the hill from me in your palatial estate, way up there in Bel Air. And I realize that up in Bel Air, that you people up there pay homeowners dues to God so that lightning can't strike up in Bel Air. There's no lightning in Bel Air. I live down here in my humble abode in the flats. Lightning can strike. And I'm afraid, even though the sun is coming up right now and it's actually out, I'm afraid I'm going to get struck by lightning even dealing with this topic. It's blasphemous. It is heresy. It is ASA 9, ASA 10, ASA 11, and ASA 12 in honor of the great Tom Brady, who wears number 12. Patrick Mahomes is not even in the same universe when it comes to fourth quarter clutch that Tom Brady owns. And shall we just go back to the most recent Super Bowl game? Let's see. What happened late in the third quarter of the last Super Bowl? Yeah, how about it?
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes on 3rd and 6 threw an interception to the 49ers.
Yes.
And then he turned right around later in the fourth quarter, and on 3rd and 9, he threw another interception right to the 49ers. There's 2 second-half, late-game interceptions from Patrick Mahomes. And he got away with a 3rd and 15 at his 35 with 7:13 left in the game. He got away with throwing a punt to Tyreek Hill, a punt in which he basically just closed his eyes against a pass rusher and just flung it up in the air. And Tyreek had to come back for the ball, and he called a fair catch like he was fielding a punt. He got away with a ball that was at least 50-50. It was probably more 60-40 to be intercepted. It was a bad idea, bad throw. It was the highest risk, and he got away with it, and it became the play of the game, a 44-yard gain that helped put them in position to beat a Jimmy Garoppolo who fell completely apart in the fourth quarter and went 3 for 11 for a grand total of 36 yards with an interception in the fourth quarter. If Jimmy G plays anywhere remotely the way you told me he could play, especially under pressure in the fourth quarter of a Super Bowl, we're not having this conversation because Patrick Mahomes would have lost. Now, let me address the ancient history that is Tom Brady. I'm sorry, I don't think 2014 is that long ago. 6 years ago, is that ancient NFL? No. What happened in the 2014 Super Bowl? It was actually in early 2015. Well, all Tom Brady did in the fourth quarter of that game was throw for 124 yards on 13 of 15 completions and come back from 24-14 down to beat the Legion of Boom Seattle Seahawks. And then in 2016, that's not ancient history. That's just barely 4 years ago, actually early 2017. What happened, Shannon Sharp? 246 yards passing in the fourth quarter and overtime from Tom Brady as they came back from 28 to 3 down. And how about 2017, not exactly ancient history. What happened in the AFC Championship game? They're down 20-10, or the Patriots at home in the AFC Championship game to Saxonville. And Brady throws for 138 in the fourth quarter with 12 stitches at the base of his thumb in his throwing hand. And then he goes on to the Super Bowl, and all he did was throw for 505, which is still the all-time playoff record. And then how about 2018? How about what he did to Patrick Mahomes in 2018, or I'm sorry, still back in 2017, in that regular season Sunday night game that they played? He threw in the fourth quarter for 168 yards as they came from behind to beat Patrick Mahomes head-to-head. And then, obviously, we've got the AFC Championship game in 2018 at Patrick Mahomes, in which, that's not exactly ancient history, Tom Brady, all he did is go 3rd and 10 conversion, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 10. 3 straight 3rd and 10 conversions in overtime. It's not ancient history. It happened. And in that Super Bowl, it's 3-3 in the middle of the fourth quarter, and he goes 4 for 4 on yet another game-winning drive.
Skip, that's not a
come from behind in the fourth quarter. Okay, so Shannon Sharp, that makes 6 Super Bowls with game-winning drives. Well, it's tied.
See, there you go. See, you're going back to 01, you're going back to 03, 04, you're going back. No, Skip.
Okay.
They said 2018. 2018, when Patrick Mahomes became a starter. Tom Brady is a starter. He has a higher QBR when coming from behind than Tom Brady. And what happened last year, Skip Bayless, when Mahomes went to New England and beat Tom Brady in his building? All you want to talk about, see, what you do is that when Tom Brady loses, you blame Coach Belichick. When he wins, you give nobody else any credit except Tom Brady. No, give me my homeboy. You can keep Brady.
All I saw late last year, final regular season game of 2019, I saw Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. do what he always does in fourth quarters. Another come from behind, what should have been game-winning drive, 60 yards in 8 plays, climaxed by a 20-yard touchdown pass to James White that put the New England Patriots up 24-20 on the Dolphins and put them in position to secure the 2 seed over Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, who then would have been the 3 seed. And what happened? That's with 3 minutes left. Belichick's defense gave up an 13-play, 75-yard drive. Wait, to Fitzmagic? To Ryan Fitzpatrick? It ate the last 3 minutes of the clock, climaxed with a 5-yard touchdown pass to Gesicki that beat the Patriots 27-24. Tom Brady was all-time clutch again to pull off the 2 seed when he had the worst collection of receivers in the league last year, including his go-to target, Julian Edelman, who led the league in drop passes. He pulled that off. They should have been the 2 seed.